NSFW. What is what fetish kink you will never understand. Whatever the fuck they were doing in Two Girls One Cup. Sounding. Why would you ever want to shove a metal rod into your dick like a trombone? Scat. I don't understand it in the slightest. I get the impression that it's surprisingly common too. I don't see my fetish on here, so I don't know if I should be proud or ashamed. I was once searching Japanese stuff and I found nipple fucking. There's this old man in my town who is famously known for paying women to stomp on his junk in boots. He wines and dines them. Then buys them boots and has them stomp on his junk. The more questions I asked, the more questions I had. Female friend shared the info and I see the guy eating brunch at the restaurant I work at as a musician with girls in their 20s. With gifts and stuff in bags. This man is well into his 70s minimum. Strange shit. I don't understand piss and shit fetishes, as I find those things repulsive. Feet. It's so common but I just don't understand it in the slightest. Fetism. Where you make someone want someone to make you fatter and fatter by making you eat. Why? Hurting your body long term like that for sexual gratification? Cuckolding. I can't understand why you'd want your sa to cheat on you. I don't understand the torture thing. The thought of someone inflicting pain on me or vice versa is a massive turnoff. Not certain about sneeze fetish yet. Which is a current trend on D. It's said that the aesthetic is a composed person being subject to some kind of gross bodily function outside of their control, but tamer and more approachable than other such fetishes, and as such having a different feel. But I don't quite understand it yet. Suffocation or choking. It was the one time I put a hard stop to sex in progress. Vor. Most people don't want to be eaten. That's why we avoid sharks and lions. The only thing I don't understand is why people expect these things to make sense. Your sexuality comes from a deep, subconscious part of your mind. Your rational discerning mind has zero input on the things that turn you on. Why the hell should we expect it to make sense? Scat fetish. Why would poo turn someone on? That's just gross. Piss kink. Little school girl kink. Daddy kink. Feet kink edit. Also basically anything that has to do with children. Feet. I've been grossed out by them forever. Also calling them daddy. It would conjure up images of my dad. Ew. Probably cucking. Like I'm not gonna shame people for it. You do you, it's whatever to me. I wish you the best in your journey, but I don't see how anybody can enjoy it. TBH. I'm not about it at all. Having it done to me or doing it to someone else just seems like emotional abuse in a kink wrapper. Scat fetish. Yes, cover me in your amazing bodily excrement. Dressing up like a baby. Being shat on. Being pissed on. That whole giantess thing. Being swallowed alive. I can sort of wrap my head around some even though they're weird and gross, but like the giantess. And being swallowed thing is like impossible to ever happen IRL, so that must be a real disappointing fetish to have. I don't remember the name of the kink. But gore is pretty much bizarre. Why would you hurt yourself or someone else to feel pleasure? Isn't that sadistic or masochistic? Feet. I just don't get it. At all. Not even slightly. It doesn't disgust me, but I just cannot understand why someone would be into it. Honestly, most fetishes and kinks don't make sense to people who don't have them. You can even ask yourself why you like, for example, a well-formed pair of breasts or a firm ass. But you'll never get an answer because there is no answer to get. You like what you like and that's all there is to it. Eating ass. How can you enjoy being so close to a shit source? Taboo. I don't understand why sleeping with your stepbrother, father is anything but disgusting. Getting tied up with really intricate knots. Like every time I hear about it they regard it as an art form. And I have seen some and it is really nice and artsy. But also I just don't understand it. Oh, and baby powder fetishes. Why? Of course scat too, but I feel like almost everyone by default has that as an answer. Rape kink. If someone is into that, I will 100% not feel safe around them. Doesn't matter if there's a safe word involved or specific boundaries or conditions. Or if the person is like super ordinary otherwise. I will always be in fight or flight mode. Also, any sort of incest kink. I remember hearing somewhere where any kind of sexual play is like playing pretend but as an adult. But IDK man, maybe there are some things you shouldn't indulge in. Even they're imaginary. Honestly, most of them. I guess I'm insanely boring. But I don't get anything from any of them. Just normal everyday sexual things. I would literally be willing to try anything other than poop. Furries. Fucking furries. Shit and or piss play, feet, dominatrix. There's so many. Feet. Butts and the blood people. I was dating a guy with a butt fetish and I had to break up with him because all he loved was my butt. He didn't care about me at all. Just my ass. No. No, no. I am a whole person. Respect me. I am more than an ass. I just wish I knew why everything online turned to step-family porn about 5 years ago and it's still going strong. Feet. WTF kind of weird shit is that? Feet gross me out. Can I give 2 kinks? Licking doorknobs. And drawings, videos of girls sinking in quicksand. Lowly. Scat. Waterworks. Feet. Farting. And vor are all things I 100% get. But these are 2 that completely elude me. Pregnancy fetish. I'm sure I'll get some hate and some "it's beautiful" comments. I was just talking about this the other day and it could be because I'm currently very pregnant, but I find every single bit of pregnancy repulsive. I feel like it's a punishment for my husband to look at me because there is absolutely nothing beautiful about a pregnant woman. The stretch marks. The ugly nipples. The acne. The weight gain. I know it's a thing, but it's not a thing I will ever understand. Feet. And fucking scat. Like, what the fuck is wrong with those people? I fucking threw up when I saw what scat fetish is. Coprophilia. I'll never understand how someone gets turned on by shit. Anything to do with food. The most I did was eating chocolate while making out. I liked it. But eating stuff off each other and whatever there is out there, I wouldn't do it. Sadism. I don't understand getting pleasure from seeing other people suffer. Feet. How is one the smelliest parts of your body attractive? IDK if it's a fetish, kink. But that high-pitch anime girl voice. Why would sounding like a child turn you on? If it does, there's a bigger problem. Blumpkins. Why? Just why? Or is it a joke and no one actually does it? There's a ton of them, but the cool thing is, I don't have to. As long as you're having fun with consenting adults. Do your thing till it falls off for all I care. Urinating or crapping on people. It feels dehumanizing to me. Racial humiliation. I don't know, seems kind of racist, yeah, no. Most of them. The standouts are foot fetishists and BDSM. Pooping on a birthday cake. Saw it on a Japanese porn site a 15 or 20 years ago. Not my fetish. Very specific though. Can we re-ask this question with, besides shit or piss? I get it. We all don't like getting shit on. I want to find some other answers, but everyone keeps writing chapters on not understanding shit. Fetishism. It's the only fetish that can lead serious bodily harm or death. If you like heavy folks, that's one thing, but wanting them to get fatter and fatter is straight up gross.